Hi everyone, this is Ranger Allie here at Fort King George State Historic Site in Darien, Georgia. The main attraction of our site is a reconstruction of a British fort that was here in the 1720s, but the full history of our site spans much more than just that one decade. I'm standing here in the ruins of a home that was here in the mid-1800s, and it was made using material called Tabby. These would have been the interior foundations of the walls, and that would have probably been covered with some other material like stucco. Now, if you're from around here, you're probably already familiar with Tabby. There's quite a few of these ruins scattered around the coasts of Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. But if you're not from around here, you may have never seen this before, so let's take a closer look. These are oyster shells that are sticking out here. And you may be wondering what on earth those are for. And to find the answer to that question, we'll need to look to the Spanish explorers that were here several centuries ago and their use of a material called lime. Now, lime has been used in construction since ancient Rome, and making it involves the burning of materials that are high in calcium carbonate. The Spaniards, when they came to the New World, had a hard time finding those materials up until the 1500s, when they found out that oyster shells would do the trick, and we have plenty of oyster shells around here. So tabby buildings became pretty popular throughout the southeast. They were used by the Spanish and then later the British, as well as later on Americans. But the process of making tabby is a really labor-intensive process. It takes several days. It's pretty hard to do, and that task was usually assigned to slaves. So after the Civil War, when slavery was abolished and that labor was no longer available, tabby buildings became a lot less popular. And the first Portland cement, which is the cement that we use today, was imported here from England in 1871. So that's why tabby buildings aren't really made anymore. But Southerners do love the aesthetic of these old ruins that are around, and so you'll see imitations, which are just stucco with broken shells mixed in. So now that you know how the Spaniards used their natural resources to make a new material, I'd like to see what you can come up with the natural resources in your backyard. So take a look around and build something, and then post a picture and put it in the comments. We would love to see what you come up with. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day and stay safe.